What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. I had to take my system out of the trunk a couple days ago due to a leak I had going on. Now that I got that all fixed up, want to get my system installed back in the car. I just figured I would give you all a quick how-to, just on the basic few things you need if you want to hook up an amplifier and subwoofer in your car. Typically there's a couple main things you need. Typically you'll need RCA cables. If you don't have an aftermarket head unit and you still have a stock stereo, this can still be done. I used a line out converter for quite a while before I got an aftermarket head unit. So either way, you need RCAs. Either way is a pretty simple way to do it. The aftermarket head units have a red and white plug generally on the back. You'll hook your RCAs up to that and then run them to the corresponding plugs on the amplifier, which typically are on one end, one side, or the other. You'll also need a power and a ground. The ground just needs to be a good body ground. I like to sand the area down a little bit so the connection is good, but that's my ground there. The power wire comes off the battery. Typically, battery is going to be under the hood, unless yours is relocated to the trunk already. Please don't mind the mess in here. But you can see my power wire comes right off the positive terminal on the battery. There's an inline fuse. Every system I've ever done, I've used an inline fuse on the power wire. It's just a safe way to go. Protect your stuff, protect your amp. Also, you're going to need a remote or a trigger wire. There is also a wire for this on the back of the aftermarket head unit. If you do not have that, you can tap that signal wire into numerous different sources. Just refer to Google, pick whichever one sounds best to you, whichever one will work better for you. But yeah, so like I said, we hook our RCAs up to the corresponding plugs there. Our remote, which you see I just like to put little connectors on the end of the wires. Makes for a little bit of a cleaner and more simple install. I used to be super haggard and didn't even use these at one point or another, but as we grow, we tend to try and do things a little better than we did before. So, just verify my power and ground here, because you definitely do not want to mix those up. So my 12 volt power source is here on the end. I'm going to go ahead and get that up in there and get that tightened down all nice and snug. Okay. I typically just go in order from one side to the other. There may be other preferred ways to do them or order to do them in, but this has always worked alright for me. We want to get our remote wire up in there. Which it looks like the connector I used is a little snug, but it fits. Okay. Now we got our ground, which we know is ground to the body. I've used this source for a few years now. It works fine. Okay, and then all you need from there is your speaker wires to run from the hookups there on the back of the box to the left and right on your amp. And once you got that all done, you're ready to slam, boys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would, leave me a like, subscribe for more, and we'll see you.